As COVID-19 continues to spread, mass layoffs are escalating and more small businesses are closing permanently. Meanwhile, the state and counties are still sitting on more than $1 billion in federal relief and health money. Whatever is not spent has to go back to the feds. Gina Mangieri is always investigating and digs into where the money is and is not going.
Well, people struggling to put food on the table, pay rent, or avoid the ever-escalating COVID virus may be surprised to find out just how much federal money is still sitting in state and county coffers that is supposed to be going to taking care of just such problems.
Out of $1.25 billion given to the state and counties from the CARES Act Coronavirus Relief Fund, just 6.3%, only about $80 million, has actually been spent. Some lawmakers and government watchdogs are baffled.
The key here is speed. That's how the CARES Act was designed. That's the purpose here, is to push money out as quickly into the economy as possible. The money has to move at the speed of the virus. People are suffering now.
The Hawaii Data Collaborative has been tracking every dollar, and it shows that while tens of millions of dollars have been earmarked for critical needs across the public, private, family, and business sectors, just a fraction has actually been spent.
The time to act is now, and especially since coronavirus relief funds were put out there with the intent to rapidly respond to the kinds of needs and challenges our states are dealing with as a result of the pandemic.
Besides the $1.25 billion in funds known as CRF, there's hundreds of millions more awarded but not spent in critical categories like health and education. About $7 billion in other types of federal subsidies have helped Hawaii since March, most of it doled out through programs like unemployment insurance supplements and the Paycheck Protection Program.
There are still batches of money, especially the money that's related specifically to fighting the virus, that is still sitting in accounts and sub-accounts, and that's really maddening because we are in the middle of this fight. This is not next year's money. This is today's money, and it needs to be put on the street.
Governor David Ige said Monday he's weighing how to divvy up $321 million in line item spending that he vetoed from the legislature's suggested spending plan. Ige says the state is in the process of exercising contracts on about $462 million to be distributed to agencies and counties for programs. He says they're moving carefully due to strict federal terms.
They have put us on notice several times that they do intend to audit the expenditure of these programs. So we want to make sure that our partners are fully aware of these requirements, and we want to make sure that we would be able to report back to the federal government about the use of the CARES Act funds that we received.
Always Investigating reviewed a federal inspector general report on all states' COVID relief funds, which the feds are tracking by costs incurred. We found the $150 million that Hawaii reported there, or 12% of the pot, is exactly middle of the road at 25th in the nation for the spending pace, although most of that was handed to the counties. In the time since that report, the state has earmarked where it wants tens of millions more to go. Whatever is not spent by the end of December has to go right back to the feds.
If we don't make good decisions with the money that we have left on how we're going to be able to continue to bridge people through this difficult time, we're going to see some very catastrophic events as a result of it.
If you want to track the money, log on to our website for a link to the data. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.